Good afternoon, sir. My name is Henry C. Balusan Jr. I am a criminology student of Hingaog City Colleges and I am a 4th year student, Block A. So in this video, I'm going to discuss some of the important details regarding to the topic forensic ballistics. So first, we define what is ballistics. Ballistics came from the Greek words balin or bala, which means to throw, and it is the study that deals with the motion, behavior, and effects of the projectiles. So ballistics are sometimes subdivided into four. So number one will be internal ballistics, number two transition ballistics, number three external ballistics, and the number four will be the terminal ballistics. So first, we define what is the internal ballistics. So according to the notes, internal ballistics is the study of the process originally accelerating the projectile. So, sa internal ballistics, usually ang cover gid niya is katong pagpabuto sa usa ka tawo, ang katong pag-agi sa maong bullet sa barrel sa firearm. So, ang pag-agi niya, that is part of the internal ballistics. So, usually gid ang gina-studyahan na ni is within the firearms. Kay internal ballistics niya, internal, sulod. And then, the study of the process occurring inside a firearm when a shot is fired. So part niya sa internal ballistics nga, pagpabuto sa katao, ang maong bullet is moagi sa barrel sa firearm before siya magawas. Next will be the transition ballistics. So according to your notes, the study of the projectile's behavior when it leaves the barrel. So transition ballistics is kung ang usa ka tawo, part na niya is kung ang usa ka tawo is magbubuto sa iyahang pusil, and then pagbuto na siyang pusil, ang maong bullet is maagi siya sa barrel, that is part of the internal, and then paggawas sa maong bala, that is part of the transition ballistics, the study of the projectiles when it leaves the barrel. So we all know nga, even sa movie makita na to nga once nga ang usa ka tawo is magpuputo siya ang pusil, there will be a sound or natay madungog nga a loud sound or buto sa maong pusil once nga iyahang i-pull ang iyang trigger. So that is the part of the study of the transition ballistics. Number 3 will be external ballistics. So external ballistics is the study of the passage of projectile through space or the air. So ang sa external ballistics, so once ang usa ka tawo magpuputo sa iyang pusil, pagkabulit siyang pusil, maagi ang bullet sa barrel, part of the internal. When it leaves the barrel, that is part of the transition ballistics. So when it leaves the barrel, kung mulpad siya sa barrel. And then ang sa external ballistics, ang iha pong istudyahan ani is kung ang magpabuto ang usa ka tawo, paggawas sa maong bala, ang flight sa maong bala gikan sa barrel sa maong firearm or sa rifle until na ma-hit na ang target. So this will be the study of the flight of the bullet from the moment nga i-pull sa maong tao ang trigger, and then mubuto ang maong pusil, paggawas sa bala, mulupad ang bala until the target, kung asa gid ang iyang i-hit nga target, or kung asa pud ang kalaya sa maabot sa maong bala. So ang istudyahan ato sa external ballistics is ang iyang paglupad, ang flight sa maong bullet or sa maong projectiles. And then in terminal ballistics is the study of the interaction of a projectile with its target, the study of the projectile's effect on the target, on the counter effect of the target on the projectile. So sa terminal ballistics is ang ginastudyahan pud ani is once nga ang maong tao is magpuputo siyang pusil, maagi ang bullet sa barrel. So internal ballistics, part of internal ballistics, paggawas sa maong bullet sa pusil, that is part of transition ballistics. Pag lupad sa maong bullet or sa projectiles gikan sa firearm or sa weapon nga gigamit, that is part of external ballistics. And then sa terminal ballistics, ang ginastudyahan dani is the interaction of the projectiles and the target. Kung maunsa magid ang mahitabo nadtong target nga maoy gipusil sa usa ka tawo. So for example, gipusil niya ang tao pod, gipusil sa usa ka tawo. So Nabala na to, ang terminal ballistic to is the interaction of the target natong tao mismo nga iyahang naigo og sa projectiles nga iyahang ang gipabuto. So I include also the ballista. Ballista is a gigantic bow or catapult which was used to hurl large objects. And also kina-include po na ako diri ang ballistics theory. Ballistics theory is the scientific study of the propulsion and the motion of firearms. So when you say motion of firearms, actually from the words motion, the travel of an object from one place to another. So the drag of a projectile moving head is now usually divided into 3 parts. So ang drag of projectile moving head daw is usually divided into 3 parts. So number 1 will be the bow resistance. So bow resistance due to the air pressure at the head of the projectiles. So bow resistance is due to the air pressure. So you see air pressure at the head of the projectile. So sa ibabaw sa maong projectiles. And then ang ikaduha is skin friction caused by the friction of air moving along the middle portion of the body. And ang ikatulo is base drag due to the under pressure and disturbance of the air behind the base. The following are due to the under pressure and disturbance of air behind the base. And also gina-include na ako diri ang mga pioneers of the study of force and projectiles. So the following are pioneers in the study of force and projectiles. So number 1 will be the Galileo, Newton, and Leibniz. So sila ang pinakauna nga nag-establish sa ginatawag na principles of dynamics and the methods of calculus. And then si Galileo and Newton, sila duha ang they are both interested on the force na ginatawag siya og air resistance. And then in a year 1707, Cassini, an astronomer, suggested measuring firearms module velocity. So next will be the interior ballistics. So i-include po na ako diri ang interior ballistics, which is the study of a motion of projectiles within the gun barrel. So interior ballistics, ang ginasturyan na ni is the motion of projectiles within the gun barrel. So sulod lang gihapon sa maong gun barrel. So within the gun barrel mismo. So interior ballistics involves the following. So number 1 will be ignition of the primer. Number 2 will be the flame is produced. Number 3 is combustion of the gunpowder. Number 4 will be energy that is generated. Number 5, force or pressure developed. And then number 6, velocity of the bullet. Number 7, rotation of the bullet. And lastly, the engraving of the cylindrical surface of the bullet. And I include also the father of modern gunnery, which is Benjamin Robens. So si Benjamin Robens is gihimo siya nga father of modern gunnery because siya mismo nagkandak og daghan kayo nga mga eksperimento regarding sa interior ballistics. So interior ballistics again is the study of the motion of projectiles within the gun barrel. And then next will be the Anglo-American physicist. Include po na ako diri si Benjamin Thompson, which is made the first attempt to measure the pressure generated by gunpowder. Sa related terms of the interior ballistics, so wala na ako siya gikuha tanan. Ang ako lang gi-include diri is tulo lang ni siya. Tulo lang akong gi-include. And then ang pinakauna is will be the hang fire. So hang fire occurs when a cartridge fails to explode on time or delayed in firing. So hang fire. So when we see hang fire, once nga ang usa ka tawo is magpuputo sa iyang pusil, pagkablit niya sa maong trigger, once nga yan ang ikablit ang maong trigger, and then ang natabo is wala ni buto ang maong pusil. And then tungod kay wala man ni buto ang maong pusil, ang katong tao mismo nga nagpabuto sa iyang pusil, iyahang gidungawan ang iyahang firearm. And then suddenly ayha panibuto ang iyang pusil so that naigo ang ulo sa maong tao, patay. So that is the hang fire, the fails to explode on time. So when you say fails to explode on time, wala siya dito ni buto or delayed on firing. So wala siya dito ni buto. That is a hang fire. Fails to explode on time or delayed on firing. So hang fire, and then next will be the knocking power. The knocking power of the firearm is, so kung ang usa ka tawo magpabuto sa iyang pusil, ang iyang definition sa knocking power is the power of the bullet which delivers a very heavy paralyzing blow that put the victim down and may then recover if the wound inflicted upon is not fatal. So knocking power, once nga ang usa ka tawo is magpabuto sa iyang pusil, pagbuto sa maong pusil, ulupad ang maong bullet ngadto sa iyang target, padulong sa iyang target. And then once nga ang target is maigo, there will be the interaction of the projectiles and the target. So that's part of the terminal ballistics. So kung ang usa ka tawo gani maigo sa maong bullet or ginapusil siya, maigo siya sa maong bullet, so makita na to, even sa movie makita na to nga pag pusilon ng usa ka tawo is matumba siya, or once nga mamatay ganing siya, din matumba siya o naya siya mamatay. So in the knocking power, muna ang gitawag nga knocking power is ang katong pagbuto sa maong pusil, pag naigo na yung target and then natumba ang maong target, that is the knocking power of the firearm. Knocking power of the firearm or knocking power of the bullet itself. So once nga matumba ang maong tao or ang maong target, so that is considered or that is part of the knocking power of the firearm or the bullet. So next will be the misfire. So muna yung gi-include nga ikatulo, the total failure of a cartridge to discharge. This is different from hang fire, which merely delayed combustion, while misfire a complete failure, even start combustion. So total failure of cartridge to discharge. So sa misfire is pagbuto gid sa usa ka tawo is ang maong firearm is wala gid siya ni buto, even though dili siya para sa hang fire nga delayed lang ang iyahang pagbuto, kundi ang sa misfire is wala gid siya ni buto. Siguro ang maong bala nga gigamit is kanang wala na siya, dugay na siya nga walay gamit kanang kuha na siguro nabasa baka or unsa kanang bugok na nga bala, dili na siya mabuto. So that is a misfire. So next will be the exterior ballistics. So exterior ballistics deals with the motion of projectiles from the time they leave the muzzle of the firearm to the time they hit the target. So ang exterior ballistics deals with the motion of projectiles from the time they leave the firearm. So gikan sa paggawas sa mga projectiles sa firearm to the muzzle of the firearm to the time nga ma-hit niya ang target. That is part of the exterior ballistics. So ang akong gina-include diri is the conditions. Conditions refers to the natural laws, and then velocity, speed per unit of time. So velocity kung unsa ka kusgon lang ang makaya sa maong pusil, and then energy, the fatal equivalent of the bullet. So kung iyang fatality sa maong bullet once nga ma-hit na iyang target, and then the yaw, the unstable rotation of rotating motion of a bullet, and then the gyroscopic action refers to the stillness of its rotating motion and attain its highest momentum or stability in flight and penetrating power. So further, exterior or external ballistics refers to the attributes and movements of the bullet after it has left the gun muzzle. So exterior or external ballistics katong ang flight mismo sa maong bullet. Once nga ipabuto sa usa ka tawo ang iyang pusil, so mugawas ang maong bullet, and then the flight of the bullet, that is part of the external or exterior ballistics. So gina-include po na ako diri the muzzle blast. The muzzle blast, the noise nga gina-create sa maong pusil once nga buto siya, and then the muzzle energy, ang kapusgon, energy generated at the muzzle point, the trajectory, the actual curve path of the bullet during its flight. So nagiday posibilidad nga dili ang maong bullet is dili gid siya dili siya mo siyang target kay there is a possibility nga sa trajectory the actual curve path of the bullet. So ang maong bullet is kanang mag-curve siya instead nga mo straight siyang target is mag-curve siya. Mag-curve siya. So possibility di gid maigo ang maong target. Next will be the range, the straight distance between the muzzle point and the target. And the accurate or the effective range distance within the shooter has control of his shots, meaning he can place his shots at the desired spots. Maximum range, the farthest distance that a projectiles can be propelled from a firearm. So, gina-include po na ako diri sa exterior ballistics ang the air resistance. So, resistance encountered by the bullet while in flight. So, air resistance. So, when we say air resistance, so kabalota nga even though kanang mga snipers is gina-consider gid nila ang kakusgon sa hangin kung asa padulong ang hangin. So kay kung asa padulong ang hangin is ang hangin gid is dako pa siya makaapekto siya sa flight sa bullet. Usually kung layo gid ang imong target. So air resistance is very crucial or very important siya. May consider siya. And then the pull of gravity, the downward reaction of the bullet while in flight. So there will be the pull of gravity, the downward reaction of the bullet. So posible nga pagpabuto nimo sa imong pusil, pag ang flight sa bullet is there will be the pull of gravity, posible nga muubos ang bala instead nga mo-straight siya is there will be a possibility nga muubos siya. Downward reaction of the bullet while in flight. And then imo po na siya i-consider, and then the penetration, depth of entry on the target. So kung unsa kalala ang penetration once nga ma-hit niya ang ihang target. So next will be the terminal ballistics. So terminal ballistics, so it is a study dealing with the effect of the impact of the bullet on the target. So the interaction of the projectiles or the bullet to the target. So once nga ma-hit sa maong bullet ang iyang target, so there will be the interaction ng tabo na posibleng mahitabo sa target. So posible siya matumba. So that is the knocking power of the bullet or the firearm. And then terminal ballistics involved, so ginapil po na ko siya ang terminal accuracy, size of the bullet grouping on the target, and then terminal energy, the energy of the projectiles when it strikes the target. So kung iyang kusgon once nga mubuto siya, pagbuto niya, pag flight niya until maigo na iyang target. So that is the terminal energy. Terminal penetration, kung unsa kalala ang iyang result once nga ma-hit na iyang target. And then terminal velocity. Sa terminal velocity, the speed of the bullet upon striking the target, kung unsa ang iyang kakusgon, kung paspas ba siya or usually paspas mo ng bala ba, paspas mo ng bala. So and then ako pong gi-involved diri ang shots ballistics deals with the attributes and properties of shots and pellets. So when we say pellets, usually ginagamit sa shotgun, ng mga bala sa shotgun, it's pellets. And then choke, include na akong choke. When the diameter of a barrel of a shotgun is the same throughout the bore, it is called through cylinder. And I also include the gunshot wound. It is an open wound produced by the penetration of bullet slug within the tissues of the body. So it's a gunshot wound. So it is the result of the pagpusil sa lawas sa katao. Then the bullet which was propelled from the gun as well as the flame from the heated expanded gases in short range fire is one that produce injury. So mogid ang mga produce sa injury sa katao. Once nga i-pull sa maong firer ang iyang trigger, and then maigo ang usa ka tao. So there will be a possibility nga kung maigo gid ang iyang fatality, ng iyang fatal point, so mamatay gid siya, or kung dili man galing siya mamatay, so ma-injured siya, produce injury. And then in gunshot wound, it is an open wound produced by the penetration. So open siya nga wound, which is produced by the penetration of the bullet. So open siya.
And that will be all, sir, with this video. Thank you and God bless.